I've never seen a deal like this. Let's go. Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Adam Solar with two very special bikes and a very special guest, Mr. Jeff Blood, back at the shop. How you doing, bro?
Good, how you doing?
It's a Vaast E1s, a very unique, very high-end bike, full suspension, belt drive, Bosch Gen 4 system on it, front rack built in. Jeff and I are going to take you out for a ride, hopping on the Vaasts. I'm working a little bit, but it's not hard to hold a 28-mile-an-hour pace. Very, very capable bike. Good brakes. That was a pretty fun ride. What do you think of the Vaast so far on today's journey? When you got all the miles on it.
It's some knobbies and it's a full-on mountain bike, really. It's a little bit heavy with all the racks and everything, but as far as being a solid rig, you can't really beat this. If I had to get rid of all my bikes and only have one right now, I'd probably do this one. The kit on the back, put another 100 pounds on the front and still get around fine. You load up the suspension, a bike with suspension typically rides like crap. This bike, because of the nailed suspension design, it's not very active. When you're pedaling, it's not bobbing. It's really only reacting to ground
Yeah,
forces.
you almost forget that it's a full suspension bike until you drop a curb or hit the bump and it's like, oh, it just ate that up. do that drop for me there? Yeah. Money's not real.
Yeah, it is.
Here, huh? I'm having all the fun just going on adventure rides on these Vaast bikes. That speed motor with the belt drive, that's just the combination, man, and full suspension. Got that M99 integrated lighting system. Is there a high and low beam set up too?
Yep, high beam, low beam. Nice bell.
Got the kiosk display. More info to tell you all the things as you click through. Several screens. Nice flat plastic pedal. Schwalbe Supermoto X tires. 27.5 2.4s. Great tire size. Really unique belt drive system here.
This actually is a full suspension bike, so as the rear wheel travels, this distance has to, adapt. So that's why that's there.
Violo. So you don't have any gears going on. There's two balls and a fluid there that changes their angle of the dangle somehow and gives you your gear ratio. But you just twist the grip handle. It changes your gear ratio, and that liquid becomes a solid for a second and gives you traction, and no maintenance. That's the other thing about these belt drives and Envelo systems is you're not bending derailleurs, you're not wearing out chains, you're not getting chains dirty, having to clean them. I mean, the belt's the belt, the hub's the hub. It's a really, SUV city life kind of bike that you can just do everything, get on it and go, hit the button. Bosch is always going to work. They're always going to have support. So this is something that you can make the investment in and can be a car replacement for you. You might just think, oh, I'm just going to ride my bike a little, and then next thing you know, car's in the garage at $5 a gallon and you're getting 3,000 mile per gallon equivalent, 2,000 mile per gallon equivalent in this puppy. Actually had it charging off solar before we picked it up. I asked him to plug it in and he topped it off with a solar charge. It was pretty cool.
Oleo bike, this was originally 8,500 and it's going to be 7,000.
Just a couple good old boys out riding the Vaasts. Do 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 do. Back on the Vaasts in turbo mode. Get some real views in your face and not just the screen. The wind, the smells, the colors, the feel, the exercise, the sense of adventure.